This is a good-looking shot. Birdie try up next.
No, it can't be. 6 in a row?
This would be 6 in a row. Well, this is impressive now. 6 under par and 2 straight birdies. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right. That makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. On fire right now. 7 under par. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s. Justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is. Longest of the 4 par 3s. Plus, it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. This is one of the best rounds I've seen in a long time. That is an 8th birdie on the day. Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot. Does it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
And this is looking really good. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot.
This is an awkward length.
Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Good contact, good result. She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right. So that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Rolling the rock, Frank.
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. this is where you chance it all.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Some tester from 4 feet. Knocking down all the shots today. Now at 13 under. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358 yards, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Well, that was pretty to watch.
It was well balanced, isn't it? It sort of wasn't forced. Nice turn, nothing rushed, good follow through, stayed in balance. Pretty.
This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front. So a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Starting to heat up now. Back-to-back birdies. Well done. Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close.
That would be a great look at birdie. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
just misses. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Just a solid second shot right in the fairway. Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at this second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie. But if you miss, that big bunker on the left will swallow it up. And there's two little pop bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up, too. You could hit anything from there.
Big swing right there. A great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an even coming up. How about that? An eagle. Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Has it. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And, of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Well, Frank, you want to finish it off in style, the approach here to the final hole.
You'd take anything that lands in the middle of this green. Mind you, Hal Sutton, be the right club, hard to forget that. Even Adam Scott, remember his first big championship win all those years ago. 3 on from the middle of the fairway, wet, still managed to make 5, which was enough to win. But such a daunting second shot.
Just a couple of feet. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
The first thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.